Hey guys, it's Melissa Katherine. Welcome to today's Done with Dieting Live. I am so excited to be here because I love today's topic for so many reasons. And I'm going to tell you why. And what we're talking about today is how trauma impacts your weight. So if you've been sitting there going, I'm really struggling to lose weight, I know what to do, but I'm just not doing it. Then I'm really, really excited to have you here because I'm going to really tell you why that is. And a few key things that you really need to know is you're not broken. There's nothing wrong with you. Your metabolism isn't messed up from years of dieting. You're not too old. You're not too young. It's really none of these things. It's actually what I'm about to share with you in today's Facebook Live that's going to leave you going, oh my God. That makes so much sense. I never thought about that way. And you're going to feel weight lifted just from hearing what I'm about to tell you. And you're going to be given distinct action steps. So stay with me till the end because I have an offer. And it's not a sales offer. So don't get all crazy on me. I have an offer for you, an action step, and it's an amazing action step for you to take that's really going to help you. Hi, Carissa. She's one of my girls. Carissa's in my Body Bliss program. I love her up. Allie, I don't think I've ever seen you on one of my Facebook Lives. Yeah, you guys. All right. So one of my clients told me this because she's the best. You guys are all the best. Allie's another one of my clients, and so is Linda. This is awesome. This is so great. So hi, guys. I am actually down. I'm leading my Weight Loss for Life retreat, so I'm going to take you guys outside. I'm in my suite right now, and come with me. Come with me as I show you. I don't really have a good voice, but I am taking singing lessons. What? It's called having thyroid cancer. And now I'm like, I'm going to do singing lessons. But wait, listen, look, or don't listen, look. Isn't that pretty? I'm going to pan one more time because I snapped it back so fast. How nice is that, right? Like, hello, this is outside of my room. Now it's a little overcast today, if you can't tell, by the insane amount of clouds. But this is where we're hosting the retreat, and I'm doing little drinks and hors d'oeuvres with everybody tomorrow in my room. I can't wait, and I'm just so excited to see these women. We do Weight Loss for Life is one of my year-long programs, and we spend the year together, and then we have these two amazing retreats, and I just want to love these women up. I can't wait to tackle each and every one of them. Okay, so this is where the retreat is, and now I'm going to bring you back inside. Although the lighting's quite nice out here, isn't it? I'm like, I like the way I look right now. Okay, so today we are talking about really why we end up getting stuck with weight on our body. And Linda, you're going to get the details. I'm also running a retreat in Bali in May, so we'll be sending out an email about that. And then we have an upcoming fall retreat in Capri, Italy. So I'll be sending you guys an email about that. They're not with Weight Loss for Life or Body Bliss. I run separate retreats with those women. So we go in a different experience, but these retreats I will be sharing, they're longer, they're 5 days, and they're really, really awesome. So I will share them. Yes, Rebecca, you're here. Yes, Bali girl, because you are coming. You're my first person that signed up. That's right. I've got you. Okay, so today I love this topic. I love this topic so much in so many ways. Wait, you're going to see 3 of my clients right now as I'm doing a Facebook Live. Hi, ladies. I know. I'm like, okay. So, and then I'm going to come back, but I have to give them a hug and a kiss. I have to give them a hug and a kiss. Ah! Oh my God. Hi. You're on my Facebook Live. Oh. Hi. I'm like, oh my God. And we are. So amazing. Okay. I'm going to come find you guys. Okay. I'm in this room. Come back after. Okay. All right. So those are 3 of my ladies. I can't wait. I love them so much. Okay. Now I'm like super excited. So let's get into this. What I'm so excited about, I am Alyssa Katherine. Hello. For those of you that don't know me, I am a nutritionist, a holistic nutritionist. I believe we need to look at all areas of your life, that it's not just about food or fitness, that you've actually been struggling with your weight because you haven't addressed what's really been going on. And that's the thing that I found that nobody really talks about, and we just keep going on diets, which serve us only as band-aids because we're not addressing the underlying root issue. And it's that root that we're all so afraid of, but when you actually go there, that's where the blessings are, that's where the lessons are, and that's where the beauty is, because you actually find yourself. You find all of you, and you love all of you, accept all of you, and in that gift, your life becomes so full and colorful. So when we're dieting, it's very black or white, it's all or nothing. It's very much from a drive perfectionist mentality of I have to do it this way to get this result, and we're really disconnected from the body. So I'm really about coming back full circle to bring you back into alignment, so that you're coming from the feminine, you're coming from a place of joy, you're coming from a place of bliss, and you're really listening to yourself and to your body and what feels good. And when you do that, everything's on your terms, and it's not from a place of grasping at control, because control is just fear. When we want control, we're just in fear. We're in fear of the unknown. We're in fear of allowing. We're in fear of surrendering. And when we're actually in a space of I'm trusting, like how many of you have lost weight before when you're on vacation, or when you're not even trying, and when you're just, and you look back and you're like, I was just having fun, or I was, just going on great walks and my body just loved it. And that's what we want to pay attention to. So I'm a holistic nutritionist. I was a fitness expert. Called in from Italy, and I just declined his call. This could be a little miffed. I am a fitness expert. I was a fitness trainer and a fitness competitor, winning Best Body and then International Body Federation, Natural Body Federation out of New York City. I am a hypnotherapist. I'm an intuitive, and I'm a best-selling author and speaker, and so much more. I specialize in emotional eating, disordered eating, and truly bringing women back to the beauty and the truth that is always within themselves through living life, fuller, thriving life in a body that they love. Learn more about me. You can just go to my website, click above, but stay with me here because you don't want to miss this. So I just got done hosting Done With Dieting. Done With Dieting is a free online event that I do each year to help bring awareness to dieting and to breaking free, so that we can truly really love our lives and our bodies, which is something that's really not going on when we're spending years of dieting, because we train ourselves to make ourselves wrong. Lori, it's so good to see you. So everybody say hi, say where you're from, and say what brought you to today's webinar. Facebook Live, what's bringing you here? And the other thing that I want to tell you, so Rebecca Tate, who is on here, one of my amazing clients, she shared with me, because she's like a biz genius out of Australia, she shared with me that in Facebook, you guys, I need I need smiley faces and hearts. Facebook really responds to smiley faces and hearts, crying faces, any emoji type things over thumbs up. So if you guys can just start like pressing on that, the reason being is this: I want to bring as much awareness as possible to what I'm teaching, to help as many people as possible. And when you guys do that, I get to help more people. And that's really, really awesome. And that's why I'm here. So if you could do that, that would be great. I'm going to bring you back in so I can sit down, because my arms turned into a selfie stick. Okay, because I forgot to bring my little tripod down for my retreat. So what we are doing, thank you. Yeah, that was awesome. Marilyn, I love you, girl. It's so nice to meet you. Yes, thank you. So just hit any hearts, any happy faces. If anything I'm saying resonates with you, or if you have any questions while I'm speaking, just post them below. But what I'm gonna do, because I know you guys are short on time, I know that you're coming in here because you wanna get, thank you, Lori, you wanna get as much as possible, and nobody wants to sit. I mean, as much as I'm sure you all just love sitting here with me for hours, you really want to get like, what are the juicy nuggets, right? Thank you, Allison. Oh, you guys are awesome. I'm seeing so many new faces. It's so good to meet you and see you. Oh, this is my cuz coming in right now. Yvonne, what's up, girl? Okay, so I'm just going to keep going, and I'm going to say hi intermittently, but I want to stay focused, especially for all of you that have been with me since I started this. You're probably like, is she going to get to this? And yes, I am. So today what we're talking about is how trauma impacts our weight, and really the formula to food freedom. And this is really what I found. And so the point of me sharing about the Done With Dieting event that I did, and any of you can go check it out at donewdieting.com or donewdieting2.com. Hi, girl. And what I want to share with you is you can go and check it out. But anyway, it was at one point in time a free online event, and I gave all of the proceeds we donated to Hurricane Irma and Hurricane Harvey victims. 100% of the proceeds, not the dime of it was kept. And one of the gifts that I gave for those that bought the program, bought the package, and it was only like $47, but anybody that bought it got a 30-minute call with me. And so that's really good, because generally I'm like $375 would be 30 minutes with me. And so they got that call, and what I heard over and over was really women were stuck because of trauma. And what they didn't realize, and what happens so often, and so I want you to get a pen and paper, and we're going to go through this. If you've been struggling with your weight for more than a year, if you've been following me, you've heard me say this, you don't have a weight issue. You have a relationship with food and a lack of one with yourself. Now that may seem like, whoa, no, I'm just a dieter like everybody else. I don't have a relationship with food. What does that even mean? Let me explain. So let's just go back to this. We're connected to food for emotional nourishment when we're in the womb, right? Like that's how we're being fed. So, I mean, for anybody that does energetic work, we can feel everything that our mother is feeling. We can experience what she's doing. Hi, girls. Hi, girl. I love these ladies. So, Diana and Diane, my two Ds, my double Ds, not mine, clearly. I mean, come on. Okay, so what happens is that's how we first experience love and connection. And it's through this sweet substance, right? And then we come out and we're born, and then we're fed either through breast milk or through formula. And we're actually given, so sorry guys, I don't know who's at the door, and I'm at my hotel, so just give me 1 minute. Gotta love real life. Hi. Oh. Compliments from my desk. Well, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
This is beautiful.
Want me to put it down for you?
Oh, it's okay. I'll carry it in because I'm on a video. Look at what I just got. All right.
Are you
Thank
live?
you. I am live.
Nice.
Bye. What's your name?
I'm Jonathan.
Jonathan, thank you so
Hey,
much.
nice. Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh, I have to give you a tip. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Come on. Come with me. We have to tip him. I'm like a fan of tipping. Okay. And then, look, a chocolate seashell. Okay. So, hi guys. Don't you like being this close to me? No, I'm a health and wellness. You got it. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Okay. So stay with me, guys. Okay. This is a very odd Facebook Live, but this is what kind of makes it fun, isn't it? Right? Like, that's why it's live. So, and I mean, there's a chocolate seashell. I just need everybody to see. There's chocolate seashells. I love chocolate. Okay, so getting back to this. So what I was talking about is our connection to food at a very early age. So nobody really thinks about this, because I talk to women all the time that are like, I've struggled with my weight my whole life. I'm like, well, you weren't born overweight. And so we have this connection with food. It's where we first experience love. It's usually with a sweet substance. Again, either breastfed or formula, right? So we have this connection. Well, as we get older, we end up having these different experiences with food. So here's the thing. Oftentimes, and the subconscious, so I'm going to say a lot of different things. Write down what speaks to you. Our subconscious mind stops forming after the age of 8. So we're generally 8-year-olds making decisions in an adult body. So any of your wounds, anything that threw you off before that, which a lot of things happen that we sometimes black out, don't remember. And this doesn't have to be, when I'm talking about trauma, just stay with me, because you might be going, I don't have trauma, like I don't know what she's talking about and this isn't speaking to me, but I promise you, follow me here, because it will. All of this happens before the age of 8, and then that's our subconscious mind. So we have subconscious patterning that's going on. And we notice we have 80,000 thoughts that are on repeat each day. More than half are negative, right? And we're collecting new ones all the time, but everything that you're always saying to yourself, they're repeat patterns from years and years and years earlier, right? So when we start looking at food, what we find is we often associate food with family. Food is love, food for birthdays, celebrations, when you're sad. It reminds us of parents that have passed. It reminds us of memories when we felt really safe and secure, or we didn't, and we turned to food to make us feel safe and secure. Because really, from the age of 8 and younger, we don't have a whole lot of skill sets. We're not too aware. We just know when something feels good and when it doesn't. So we often can get shut down when we're really young, and it can be traumatic to us. And this can be anything from being called fat, being called names, being put on a diet when you were younger. It could be physical abuse, sexual abuse, emotional abuse, verbal abuse. It can also be you making yourself wrong in some way and thinking it's not okay to be you, that you're not enough in some level, where you've had fear around using your voice, right? There are all of these different things that can come up. And hi, Lauren. I haven't seen you in years, girly. It's so good to see you. And when this happens, what we do is then we turn to food. And we're so young, so just really think about a little girl in front of you that's 6 or 7 years old, or 8 years old, or 13. Well, she doesn't know how to say, I'm sorry, please stop. That hurts my feelings. I'm really confident in who I am, and I don't appreciate the way you're speaking to me right now. No, you did, like, do you like that random voice that I just got? She doesn't say that. What she does is, thank you, Rebecca, definitely come back. She doesn't do that. What she does is she goes to food. Why? Because when you're little, you go to the first thing that you know. And the reason why is because the mind is a survival technique, okay? So when our mind is a survival technique, it's set up to keep you safe. The mind only knows what you've taught it. Well, it's sitting there going, all of a sudden your body is feeling maybe it doesn't like the attention that it's getting. Or maybe somebody's saying something to you that doesn't feel good. Or maybe you were inappropriately touched. Or someone's yelling at you. Or you're experiencing your parents fighting. Or, you lose a loved one. Whatever it is, it doesn't feel good in the body. So what do? We go to the very first thing. See, your mind isn't trying, and your body's not sabotaging you. There's nothing wrong with you. Really hear that. You're not trying to get in your own way. When you feel like your body's on autopilot, it's because it's doing what it knows to do to keep you safe. So in order to break free from dieting, in order to not want to eat late at night, in order to actually sit there, so all this time that you've been going on a diet, all you've been doing is, I always say, where there's lack, you will fill those gaps with food, right? So when you go on a diet, just think of this. There's a gap, like this big. And if you go back to 2 Facebook Lives ago, not how to have a healthy Halloween, but the one where we really went through cravings, you'll see that there were 2 types of cravings, head and heart. And when we have head cravings, it's really coming from feeling a lack of control in our lives. We have uncertainty and we don't like it. We're in overwhelm, we're in anxiety, we're in procrastination. So we want to gain control of that. So we put ourselves on a diet and we plan. Are you one of those that's a planner? You love to have a plan. You spend all your time identifying, discovering, we're going to put together our entire diet plan. And mentally, you're on a diet all the time. And you're eating foods like nuts and granola and even crudité, anything crunchy, anything salty, anything even sweet and crunchy, trail mix, popcorn, gum, mints, carrots, celery, anything that you can just, keep going, right? Okay. And then heart cravings are when we're feeling a void within ourselves, a void within our career, a void within a relationship. Maybe we're not pursuing a dream or something that we're really wanting for ourselves. And there's this inner nagging. It's like our soul's unfulfilled. Well, generally we want something smooth and creamy and comforting, cakes, pastries, cheeses, right? Chocolate. So these are based on emotional cravings. Remember, you've heard me say this before, where there is an unmet need or an unmet desire, our minds will work to get that need met. And if you're upset with somebody and need to use your voice and you don't, then you'll end up seeking out food to numb out, to really be in a space where you are soothing the unmet desire within yourself. Even though you're not, it's just instant gratification. If you hold back tears when you're sad, you will end up turning to food to numb the sadness because it's unexpressed. See, tears are supposed to be felt. Words are supposed to be shared. We're emotional beings. We're all expression. Shutting ourselves down, turning our back on ourselves is what causes us to eat. That's why you rebel against yourself. That's why you can be quote unquote good all day or good all week and go crazy on the weekends. So how do we get around that, right? You have all this awareness. You know exactly what to do. Bye, girly. It was so good to see you. You have all this awareness, so you know exactly what to do, but why aren't you doing it? Well, you're not doing it because you're still trying to treat the wrong symptom. You're not broken. What you're not doing is seeing you. You're actually not in alignment with yourself. Yes, self-love is important. Yes, self-acceptance is important. Knowing your hunger levels is being connected to you. But if you don't get to the root of why and when you first started turning to food instead of turning to you, instead of loving you up, that's the first time that you disconnected from you and started to make yourself wrong. And generally what happens is you start to lose weight. Tell me if this is you. And the minute that you reach your goal, you start to sabotage yourself. The minute that you're feeling good, you go backwards. Right? Is that you? Do you find that happens? You see a few pounds come off and then all of a sudden you just throw your hands up? Or you're sitting there going, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I can't stick to a diet for the life of me. I used to be able to. I used to show up. I used to do all these things. Right? And then something happens. There's a reason. And again, it's not because something's wrong with you. We sabotage because we don't have another coping mechanism. We don't have another skill set. We don't know the steps or the formula to get to the other side. And we're too afraid that if we actually feel that we're going to break down and we're sitting there as these strong women that are super women, we're going, I don't have time for a breakdown. I don't have time to feel my feelings. I don't have time for this work. It's not work, it's an adventure. An adventure in getting to know you. It's about making your life better. It's about filling you up outside of food. Until you actually do that, all you're doing, when I said where there's a lack, you'll fill that gap with food, you just keep putting a diet inside that gap, which is why you can do it for a short period of time. But that gap is inevitably not going to stay. The diet's not going to stay because, one, it's never become a lifestyle. Diets don't set you up for a lifestyle of success. You're only able to do them for a short period of time because they're only meant to be done for a short period of time. You have to find movement that you want to do for the rest of your life. Or at least find that you love movement and then have fun doing different things. You have to find what foods work for your body. You have to find what is the self-care routine that I actually need to feel good in my life. Why aren't I using my voice? Why am I so petrified for myself to be seen? Do you know how many women I know? My programs are a year because it's about not gaining the weight back. Do you know how many times I hear from women that I lost the weight and then I got freaked out by all the attention that I got? Or they didn't actually believe that that body was what they were worthy of, which is what happened with me at my fitness competition. I didn't actually think that was going to be my body. I was like, oh, this was great. I'm so glad that I just worked my butt off for 5 months to get here. And when am I going to gain that weight back so I can go back to being me? Like, this isn't who I really am. I hadn't solidified the change, which is what I teach my clients. If you don't solidify the change, which we do by celebrating us each and every day in every way, and that is something that's so hard, as my perfectionist clients know, seeing the good in everything you do, celebrating you no matter what, loving you up no matter what. So in order for you to actually get to the other side and to recognize that, yet trauma is a real thing and it impacts you. Trauma doesn't need to be your identity. I'm very big on not having identities. I don't care if you once, if you were once abused, okay, that's fine. But don't make it your identity for the rest of your life. We want to move out of victimhood. And I'm not saying that it's not a really real thing. I'm not saying that it's not a bad thing or a hard thing at all. I've worked with thousands that have come from immense trauma in a multitude of areas of their life. And I also really want you to get that I talk to women that go, well, I don't really have trauma. I mean, yeah, so I went through a really nasty divorce, and my husband, I found out he cheated on me with my best friend. And, but I mean, I've never been through trauma. Like, that's traumatic. Like, that's pretty hard. That's a trauma that's trapped in the body. If you haven't processed it and you're not acknowledging the power and the magnitude that something has on your body and in your life, and you're just skating by going like, oh, I just need to get to the next thing. I've just got to lose this weight and power through. That's the masculine energy in you. That's the survivor. That's the warrior. That's not feeling. That's not processing. And that's coming from a place of fear. Just got to make this happen, especially if you're a single mom, right? You're a mom in general and you're the main breadwinner or whatever it is. Or if you're single and you're just wanting love and you're kind of freaked out by all these things and going like, what does this mean? So in the beginning of this Facebook Live, I said, if you've been struggling with your weight for more than a year, you don't have a relationship, you don't have a weight issue, you have a relationship with food and a lack of one with yourself. Well, what I meant by this is when food takes on human form, it becomes a relationship. And many women, if you've dieted for more than a year, food has become an important person in your life. And that's how I need you to think about it, because it's going to make you feel a lot better than feeling like somehow you're a failure because you can't stick to your isogenics diet or whatever it is, or Weight Watchers or whatever it is that you've been doing, or 21-day fix or this or that. It's not because you're broken and you're not a failure. Those things were never meant to be a long-term solution. You're the long-term solution. Getting in touch with you, being with you, loving you, accepting you. When I say accepting you, I'm not saying just, I've said this before, like don't kick your legs up and go eat cronuts and be like, I don't care if I'm 1,000 pounds. No, when you really love yourself, you care. You don't want to eat crap. You view your body as a temple, right? Like you love it that much. You only want to feel good. And when you really love you, you know that you can have a piece of chocolate and you're not going to gain weight. You know you can have pizza and a bowl of ice cream and it doesn't mean you're going to gain 5 pounds. Guys, the ice cream didn't make you overweight. It's the excessive amount of ice cream you ate that made you overweight. Ice cream's not bad. I'm not saying like, listen, if we have a chance, an option, and you said to me, which one's more nutritionally dense, an apple or ice cream, I'd obviously say the apple. But when we're really looking at it, food is just food. What's the power that you're giving to it? What's the meaning that you're giving to it? Again, hear me. It's not the ice cream that made you overweight. It's the excessive eating of the ice cream that makes us overweight. When we're really in alignment, we eat when we're hungry, we stop when we're full, because our bodies want us to be at our ideal weight. It doesn't want to feel tired. It doesn't want to feel bloated. It doesn't want to carry around extra pounds. That excess weight, by the way, is just a result of a way that you learn to cope with life. And the more that you recognize and see that you did the best that you could, and that food was your best friend, food was there for you when other people weren't, when you didn't know how to heal or help yourself, when you were that scared little girl or that girl that didn't feel safe in her body, food was your friend, your confidant, was there when you were lonely, bored, sad, tired. All my moms out there, when your kids go to bed, I don't care. I have so many women that sit there. I have clients that have no weight to lose to 100 pounds or more to lose. And it's the same thing. And I have clients that go, I've got everything. I've got the money, I've got the man, I've got the kids, and I'm still struggling with food. It's my Achilles heel. Everything looks great on the outside. They can control everything else in life. Everything else is good. But that's the one area. And they know it's the one area that they really need to look at. And do you get why in God's name would your mind ever let you give up its primary skill set to survive? Guys, we are animals by nature. We are animals by nature. Your mind is set up for survival. If your primary skill set for coping with life is eating, then you're not going to, you can give it up for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. You can go into deprivation and restriction, but it's never going to last because food's filling too many voids for you. It means so much to you. I have so many moms that tell me, like, I'm so happy, I'm this, I'm that. And at the end of the day, I just can't wait to kick my feet up. Like, don't take away my TV. Don't take away my food. And I get it. It's like a fear. And I'm like, I'm not going to take away anything. What we want to do is add to your life so that food isn't center stage. That's what we need to do. And we want to add to it. And it's not, and I said this with one of my private clients this week, and we really got down to it. We were doing her initial intensive with me, and it's not the food that she wanted. She actually just needed sleep. And she puts her feet up at the end of the night and just wants to eat because she feels deserving. She needs an escape. She needs a break from being on, from taking care of. My women it's okay to say, I need to feel held. I need to fall into the arms of somebody. I need to just have somebody take care of me. And that's often what we're wanting. And we look to food because that's our main skill set. I call it like the Hunger Games. It's like if you got put in an island where there were like all these crazy jungle animals that you knew would eat you alive. And this is how your body feels when you try to go on a diet. It's going, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, give me back what I know. Give me the food to ward off all of this fear and panic. That's why you can't stick to it. You're trying to take away the one thing that you know that actually works for you, your primary survival. So if this is jiving with you and you want to get next steps and you want action steps on how to actually do this, I am hosting a webinar on Tuesday, November 7th at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard, this exact time, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard, 5 Central, 7 Eastern. Please, anybody else in other time zones, please convert that. I'm sorry for every other time zone. Well, actually, this works great for Australia and the UK. So what I want to tell you is, and Sri Lanka and everybody else that I know follows me. So what I want to tell you is please, please, please come. The link is below. I'm going to put it below now. And I believe my team has put it there as well, I hope. And if not, then I will put it there. But go there, sign up, put your name and your email in. It is going to be awesome. I am going to take you through the exact steps that you need. There's the link. Thank you, Malia. I'm like, I hope she's here. I can't see my screen. Okay. So thank you, girl. Malia's awesome. She's on my team. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So go and sign up for this webinar. It's going to be incredible. If this is really speaking to you and you're like, oh my God, like this makes so much sense. And now that I have this awareness, I just need to know what to do with it. That's what I'm going to be showing you. So we're going to go into the steps to take to really experience food freedom, and there's 3 keys that you're going to have that are going to help you to release weight. From that webinar, you're going to release weight, learn how to really, really help your body and help your mind, the steps that you need to take for food freedom, and how to really end yo-yo dieting so that you can break free. This is a pivotal webinar. I really felt called to put this together. It was like booming. Like my guys were like, you need to do this webinar. I'm like, okay, we're going to put this together super fast. So please sign up if this calls to you. I would love to support you. It's obviously free to you. We'll take you through. There's going to be great slides. Take notes. Come ready and really, really ready to be present and be open to what I'm sharing with you. I get messages all the time from women that just by following my stuff, they've had dramatic results. So it works. But it is a different way. It's a different method than what you know. This isn't about getting from point A to point B overnight. This is about actually doing what it takes. And when I say what it takes, please don't think this is work. Look at it as an adventure. Like it's actually, if you're here with me right now, it's because you actually know that what you've been doing hasn't been working. So I just really want you to get that. So just sign up. It can't hurt. And it's going to be awesome. I mean, come on. I'm like, I deliver. So definitely sign up. And then I'm going to go to Facebook right now and see if there's any questions. Because I do want to support you. So if you have any questions, put them below and let me know. And let me know if this spoke to you. Like, do you jive with what I'm saying? Is this speaking to you? If this does, just hit smiley faces, hearts. I love when you put them in the response thing, but the way for Facebook to get them is you have to actually do them in the thingy on the top. You know what I'm talking about, right? Somebody tell me. You know what I'm talking about. Malia, can you tell them? Because I don't. I mean, I'm better at just showing up and doing these things. Okay. Hold on. All right. Beyonce was just dancing on my Facebook. These are things that I have on my Facebook. I love her. Talk about fierce. Okay. Let me just see if there are any other questions. Oh, Lauren, I miss you too. Okay. Guys, I don't see any other questions. Please let me know if this resonates and if you have any questions for me. And please come to the webinar, ask me questions, and ask me questions below and I'll answer them on the webinar. So again, November 7th, share it with as many people as you can. It's going to be awesome. And it's really, again, it's going to be how trauma impacts your weight and the 3 keys that you need to break free to release weight and end yo-yo dieting. It doesn't get much more simple or much more direct. I really hope that you enjoyed today's Facebook Live, and I'll close out by taking you with me. Here, look. Oh, and there we are. I mean, like, you can't get sick of that, right? Yes, and the next few days I'll be in my Weight Loss for Life program, and somebody just asked, my program is called Weight Loss for Life. It's a year-long program, and we start in the new year. So we only run this once a year, and actually this is the last year that I'm going to be running it live. So if you jive with me and you want me to help you to break free for good, join me. And you can go to Weight Loss for Life, and there's a wait list, and we'll reach out to you. So we're taking applications now, and I will post that link below, and then we can sign up and do a call. So I would love to talk to you if that's something that you're interested in. If anybody is, please just say yes below, and I'll make sure to PM you. And we can set something up. All right. So thank you again. Guys, I will see you next week, 4 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern, where we're going to be going through the food freedom formula. But come to the webinar because that's a separate piece. All right. I love you. November 7th. I'll see you then. Okay. Hanover thumbs. Okay, wait. Sorry, guys. Oh my God, I'm still here. All right. Shaylise, am I saying your name right? Shaylise. What beautiful names everybody has. I love that. Oh, wait. Okay. I will PM to anybody that said that they're interested and we'll set up a call. Okay. Thanks so much, guys. I hope this was super, super helpful and I hope to see you on the webinar. Oh, and go to the link, sign up for the webinar. If you have any questions that you want me to answer on the webinar, I love doing that. I love, because you know what's going on for you right now. And that's the best way to get support. You can simply email me at hello@melissakatherine.com. hello@melissakatherine.com. And so for those of you that want to do weight loss for life, I will PM you and go and sign up on the wait list and we'll get a notification and we'll send you the application. And for anybody that has a question for me that you want me to answer on the webinar or something that you're going through, simply email me at hello@melissakatherine.com. And if I don't get back to you, your email right away, it's because I'm running a retreat. So you might get an out of the office, reply up on that email and I'll get back to you guys next week. But I'll PM you that those of you that are interested to make sure that my team gets you in my calendar. All right. So thank you again. Have an amazing, amazing day and make this weekend great. Do not use this weekend as an excuse to give up on your health and weight loss goals. Make sure to show up for you. We often do that. There are 7 days in a week, ladies. Your weekend is your time to fine tune taking care of you, not to give up on you. I clearly don't know how to end my own Facebook Live. All right. Bye.